football continues with a late-season Week 12 showdown here. And the Hokies ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Miami's offense will have the football first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Mensah. Got him quickly. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Got the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. 2nd and long here. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. And they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Fitted in the window for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An 84-yard drive there, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hokies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
I think for years, in talking Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships or competing for them has always been their play up front. Right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp. Just recently, David, with Bain and Mesidor on Miami's national championship run getting to that game, they've got big-time NFL athletes up front.
Huge athletes, explosive athletes, twitchy athletes. Jason Taylor being the coach down there for a while, obviously working those guys. A Hall of Famer you get to work with, you get to develop. So it's all plug and play every year, man. Now you're starting to see Miami defensive linemen that are some of the best players in college football.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Heaves it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin them deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a crease, it's Fletcher. Fights off a defender. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Right side, it's Heath. Shakes a man, and he just keeps moving. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Coming out with it, it's Compton. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback changing the play. The give on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Between the hashes, it's Vaughn.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it. It all starts and ends with Malachi Tony. What he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw him the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking. Like, the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
Working that left side now. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Mensah. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snags it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hurricanes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on 4th. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moves the pocket. It's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Green. Hits the crease. Inside the... Take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokies.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Virginia 10, 14, Miami 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mensah. Still looking. Unleashes one. Left side, it's Vaughn. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Out wide left, it's Lofton. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Quick give, it's Fletcher. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They give it to him again. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. Using his feet. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Plows his way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to get started. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Mensah to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
In traffic, it's Vaughn. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Mensah. Left side, it's Vaughn. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to pass. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Rolls right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's changing the play. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Canes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know the guy's got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sets his feet. It's Baker. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
We'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this crowd is up for grabs, and not much excites them like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Hauls it in at the 40. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Extending the play. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Virginia Tech's head coach told me at halftime, his message to his team, this is our Super Bowl. Neither team headed for the college football playoff, and so this rivalry matchup will be the most important game they can win for the rest of this season. He believes they have the intensity and the focus to make it happen, but they have to get off to a good start here in the third quarter. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away.
That's why as a defense it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Look out! Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And late in the football games, coaches are like, don't make the mistake. In this offense, they just did it. Tie football game, they put the ball on the deck, the defense recovers. Now they're going to have to depend on their defense to come out, get a stop, and keep them in this football game.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sends it back in motion. Sets his feet. It's Baker. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Hokies are facing 3rd and inches. Burrowing for yardage. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Right side, it's Green. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. They'll run the screen. Inside the 25. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Running the red zone. It's Overton. Nice move to keep running. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reynolds. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
They want to run this quarterback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. They want to throw it. Still looking to his right. The throw. Out wide right, it's Lofton. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Here's Mensah to throw. Gets rid of it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Needs it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. On the run, it's Pringle. Brings into the open. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Driving forward, it's Fletcher. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Knocked down immediately.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to...
Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Keith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. The ride.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
In the backfield, it's Brown. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Hits inside, it's Overton. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Second down coming up. Rides to the back. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Left side, it's Brown. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
From deep, it's Compton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on. At the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They've made it this far, undefeated, but a massive challenge unfolding right now to try to keep that perfect record. Oh, he's got some space. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Could be an alley. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Hurricanes have moved it inside the 20. Mensah makes a catch. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. That's his third touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Deep in the end zone, it's Coleman Williams. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Looking for room. It's Overton. At the 40, there he goes. Speeding down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Hokies. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. On the return, it's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Caught, it's Lofton. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, fires downfield. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. He'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Long way to go on second down. Throwing, Mensah. Buying time to his right. Right side, it's Lofton. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his target. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Back to the ground game on the left. Turning it on! He's racked up 92 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Run in the red zone. It's Pringle. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quick catch on third down. Could not make his way to the corner. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect. Final minute of play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save.